You've read in your Hein and Shattuck textbook that one of the three bishops who participated in consecrating the priests, the Philadelphia 11, was Bishop Daniel Corrigan. And I thought I'd provide a little bit more information about him. He was born October 25th, 1900, and lived a long and distinguished life, dying in September 21st, 1994, almost 94 years old. He was born in Rochester, Minnesota, and received his Bachelor of Divinity degree from Nashotah House in 1925. He had been ordained as a deacon in 1924 and priested after his graduation in 1925. He first served parishes in Wisconsin, and then he returned to Minnesota as rector of St. Paul's Church there in St. Paul. He was consecrated suffragan bishop of Colorado May 1st, 1958. For some of you who are new to the Episcopal Church, the title suffragan bishop may be one that is new to you. A suffragan bishop is an assistant bishop, one who is elected to the episcopal role and who works in the diocese under the duly elected diocesan bishop as an assistant, usually assisting in doing confirmations. But in many dioceses, the suffragan bishop is one who serves as the deployment officer of the diocese. That is the one who is in charge of having new clergy placed in parishes, assisting parishes as they call new rectors or associate clergy, and seeing that parishes and missions are being served in the diocese. A suffragan bishop cannot succeed the diocesan bishop if the diocesan bishop retires or resigns and moves to a different diocese. The suffragan bishop is elected to that role of an assisting bishop, but not as a diocesan bishop. So Corrigan elected suffragan bishop of Colorado in 1958. He resigned that responsibility in 1960 to become the director of the Home Department of the Executive Council of the Episcopal Church, where he served until 1968. So if you are ordained a suffragan bishop as an assistant bishop, you cannot succeed the diocesan bishop, but you do not renounce your title or your capacity as a bishop. So Bishop Corrigan then serves in an executive position in the Episcopal Church. In 1969, 1970, he was the acting dean of an Episcopal seminary in Ohio, Bexley Hall. That seminary later moves to New York, but at this particular period in time, it was still in Ohio. And he, as I mentioned earlier and as the textbook mentioned, was then retired by the time he participated in the ordination of the Philadelphia 11 in 1974. And one of the issues then that was raised about those ordinations is that the three bishops who participated in those ordinations were all retired bishops. They were not active diocesan bishops at the time that they participated in those ordinations, which raised the question about the ordination's irregularity or their invalidity, as was declared by the House of Bishops when they met in August of 1974. But I thought that would be a little bit of background information about Bishop Corrigan. In his role as suffragan bishop in Colorado, he served under Bishop Minnis. Minnis was bishop in Colorado until 1968, at which time he was deposed and banished from the diocese. Not Bishop Corrigan, but Bishop Minnis. That was a very sorry chapter in the history of the Episcopal Church in Colorado. But by the time of Bishop Minnis's trial, Corrigan had already moved on and had left the had been out of the diocese for 8 years.